Just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great. Great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 10-yard touchdown run. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Giants 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down and
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down carry for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
And 7.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
James Bradbury.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check the backer, check the backer. You go tight. You got tight. You got Warriors. Watch out, watch out.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Makes this Washington.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Jones on first down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, good move. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This is taken around the 12. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Jones throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. They get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
26.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
At the 40-yard line.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Looking to throw. Jones. Here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 99 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line to go protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did. You know, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
First down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And some space here. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Number 1.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, New York.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Pass.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
T.J. Green.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Flush to his right. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Jones. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
At the 29-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time. You got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he goes full extension, and he's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Jones now on 3rd and 2. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 26.
Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
The kick is
And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 29. Giants 24. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 50 yards. He's back to throw. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown! And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. And you mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 3.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window. That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget. Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have... And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, he's got a man, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing. But some fantasy players are really happy with that score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is running,